Hello, this is Michael, and welcome to Unit 2.2 of Medlock Method Basic Chinese.
你好，我是邱老师。
And what are we going to be doing in Unit 2.2, 邱老师?
Today we're going to learn more languages.
Not just Chinese?
No. We are going to learn, for example, French, German, English.
I hope you mean that we're going to learn the Chinese for these languages and not try to learn lots of languages at once.
That's right.
Okay,
And
phew.
today we're going to also learn much and little, these two new words. Other than those, we're going to talk about the common mistakes at this stage people tend to make.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We need to clear these up before they get embedded and then they're hard to remove later.
Exactly. Okay, let's go on. Listen, please. 你爸妈身体好吗？
都很好，
你爸妈身体好吗？
都很好。
Remember, 你爸妈身体好吗？
How are your mum and dad's health?
That's right. Your mom and dad's body.
Good ma.
Good ma. Yes, exactly. And 都很好，都很好。Remember, 都 all 很好 or very good
All very well.
or both very well. Okay. And we know we are talking about 他们身体 and we don't have to say it. Yeah, so the subject is understood. So we don't have to mention the subject. Okay, listen and repeat, please. 你爸妈身体好吗？
都很好。
你爸妈身体好吗？
都很好。
Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, listen please. 工作忙吗？
不太忙，
工作多吗？
不少，
工作忙吗？
不太忙，
工作多吗？
不少。
Okay, here. 工作忙吗？工作 we have learned this last lesson. 忙吗？
Are you busy at work?
不太忙
Not too busy.
Not too busy, 不太忙。工作多吗？多，很多 means much, many. Okay, look at this character. Actually, on top here is a piece of meat, and bottom here another piece of meat. And in the ancient time, when you have meat, you have much. 2 pieces of meat, more than enough.
You're rich.
Yes, that's 多. 多. Okay, so 多 is from 2 pieces of meat.
And that's a high flat tone, that's correct?
That's right. 多，很多 very much. 工作多吗？
Your work much, ma? So do you have much work?
That's right. And the answer 不少。少 is few or a little. Okay, 很少 is very little, very few. Okay, 很少. And 不少 means not a little.
So literally quite a lot.
Quite a lot. And look at the word here. Okay, look at the word here. I have it up here. Okay. It means that one thing, it divided. The middle bit is dividing and dividing 2 little parts. And it means small or little. Okay, so
you've got a whole thing and then you've cut it into 2 bits. It's not as big as it was before.
That's right.
Therefore, it's little.
Little. And in the end, okay, we want to indicate it's little as not much, the kind of little or a few. You add 1 stroke at the bottom here, and then it indicates it's only a few. Okay, it's not much. Okay, it's not many.
So there's a little bit about how the characters develop.
That's right.
If you want to know a little bit more about how Chinese characters are written and how they've developed, you can listen to some of our podcasts.
Exactly. That would be great. Okay. Time for us to do a listen and repeat. 工作忙吗？
不太忙。
工作多吗？
不少。
工作忙吗？
不太忙。
工作多吗？
不少。
Okay, it's time for us to do some exercise. Here, let's do a little bit review of the vocabulary. 工作 work. 多 much, many. 很多
Very much or very many.
少
Little or a few.
很少
Very little, very few.
不少
Not a little meaning quite a lot.
That's right. Okay. There you go.
Tell me, I have a lot of work.
And in Chinese, you will say, I work or my work very much. 我工作很多。
Tell me, he has quite a lot of work.
他工作不少。
Tell me, they don't have much work.
他们工作不多。
So that's literally, their work not much.
That's right.
Ask me, do you have much work?
Okay, in Chinese, literally, you work much ma. 你工作多吗？
Tell me, I have very much work.
很多。Okay, we know we are talking about the work, your work, so you don't have to mention my work.
Ask me, does he have much work?
他工作多吗？
Tell me, he has quite a lot of work.
Okay, you simply just say 不少。
So again, the subject is known and understood. It doesn't have to be repeated.
That's right. You can if you want to, of course.
Ask me, do your parents have much work?
你爸妈工作多吗？
Tell me, they don't have much work.
不多。Good. Okay, let's go back to the dialogue. Listen, please. 汉语难吗？
不难，不太难。
汉语难吗？
不难，不太难。
Okay. 难 What does that mean? Difficult. Very difficult is 很难 And not difficult would be
That will be 不难。
不难 And not very difficult, not too difficult. 不太难 Okay, I repeat it again. Okay, how do you say difficult?
难，
难 Very difficult.
很难。
很难 And not difficult.
不难，
不难 Not too difficult.
不太难。
Good. And 汉语 Han is from Han people. And 语 means languages. So 汉语 is Han people's language. It's 汉语. And it means Chinese. And another way we say that 中文, 中, look at this word. It starts from a circle actually, and a middle here. And it means center or middle.
So you call yourself the Middle Kingdom.
That's right, 中国. And 中文, 文 is a language and mainly literature. Okay, so Chinese literature, 中文, Chinese language.
So which one should we use? Should we use Hangyu or Zhongwen?
Either way it's fine. Okay.
Something I've just noticed here, that on this slide here we can actually see all 4 of the tones.
Yes. All 4 tones here. For example, 中, okay, is high flat. 中, we call it the first tone. And second is going up. 文, from the bottom to the top. 文. And the third one is like 语, is falling, rising. 语. So you can feel that it's down to your throat. 语. And the fourth one is from the top all the way down. Han. Han. Okay.
A good idea will be to look at the pinyin courses, and you'll find those just in the courses page.
Yeah. Okay, listen and repeat, please. 汉语难吗？
不难，不太难。
汉语难吗？
不难，不太难。
Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Listen, please. 英语难吗？
难，很难。
英语难吗？
难，很难。
Okay, 英语难吗？英语 English. Okay.
Is English difficult?
难，很难。
Difficult, very difficult.
Yeah, yes. Difficult is yes. 难吗 difficult or not difficult? 难吗 is it difficult? And yes will be 难 and no will be
不难。
不难. No is 不难.
So we're just repeating either the adjective or the verb that was asked.
That's right. That's right. Okay. 难 or 不难. Yes or
No.
no. Okay. You really wanted to say...
Really want to say yes and no, don't we? Mm.
Yeah, but in Chinese, you repeat the adjective or the verb, or you stick 不 in front of it. Okay, 难, 很难. Okay, should we do more languages now?
Good idea.
Okay, next one would be 法语.
So my guess that 法语, meaning French, comes from français.
That's right. It's like 英语 comes from
English.
English. Okay, and next one, 德语.
Comes from Deutsch.
That's right. Okay, and 西班牙语.
Spanish must come from Espanol.
That's right. And 语 again, what does 语 mean?
Language.
Yeah, and spoken languages. Okay, mainly means spoken languages. So 英语, 法语, 德语, 西班牙语. Okay, so Michael, give you a little quiz here.
What do I win?
A hug from 邱老师.
Oh, great.
Okay.
I'll try my hardest then.
Okay, could you ask, is German difficult?
德语难吗?
Okay, answer yes.
难.
Good, good. And very difficult.
很难.
Good. And ask, is English difficult?
英语难吗？
Okay, no,
不难，
not too difficult.
不太难。
And how about French?
法语呢？
Also not too difficult.
也不太难。
Yeah, 不太难. Very good. So actually, you don't have to answer yes or no. Okay, you definitely don't say yes or no. You say 难 or 不难. And when you ask how about French, 法语呢? And the answer just directly also not too difficult. Yeah, 不太难. You don't have to answer 难 or 不难.
Takes a while to overcome the pause in your speech as you dig deeply for the word yes or no, and then you find you don't have it. But you will get there.
Okay, exactly. Just need to practice. You need to get the feeling of the language. Okay, now listen and repeat to get the feeling. 英语难吗？
难，很难。
英语难吗？
难，很难。
Good. Okay, it's time for us to do some exercise. Here. Okay, repeat after me. 难，很难，不难，不太难。Okay, Chinese. 汉语 or 中文 English 英语 French 法语 German 德语 Spanish 西班牙语 Okay, it's time for Ask Me and Tell Me.
Tell me, French is not too difficult.
That's not true. 法语不太难.
Tell me, French and English are not too difficult.
法语、英语都不太难.
Did you remember to put in do?
That's right. Although in English you do not have to say do both, but in Chinese you do. And again, we don't need and. Okay, we just say 法语、英语都.
Ask me, is Chinese difficult?
汉语难吗?
Tell me, no.
不难.
Ask me, how about Spanish?
西班牙语呢?
Tell me, also not difficult.
也不难.
Ask me, how about German?
德语呢?
Tell me, very difficult.
很难. Well done. Good job you have done there. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Here.
Colourful.
Yes. Have you noticed here? 是. 是 actually means to be. There's a common mistake at this stage people tend to make. You really want to say is or are. For example, I am well. and you tend to say 我是好. No. That's a mistake.
Not allowed to do that.
No, not
Slap
allowed
on
to.
the wrist.
That's right. Okay. So, no 是 there. Chinese way would be subject with a adjective. But between them, there's something is called modifier. Okay, you have to describe. Okay, for example, I'm well, but you have to describe very well. 我很好. Oh, I'm not well. 我不好. Oh, I'm not too well. 我不太好. Look here, you have modifiers here to describe how good, how busy, or how little, or how difficult it is. Okay.
And this really is a very common mistake. I remember making this all the time when I started, and I have to admit,
You are not alone. Definitely. Okay.
occasionally I still make the mistake.
Well, it's because it's in your language. Okay. All right. Okay. There's a practice here. Okay. First one. 汉语很难. Hanyu is very difficult. Okay. Next one. 汉语不难.
Chinese isn't difficult.
That's right. And 汉语不太难.
Chinese isn't too difficult.
And next one, 工作. Let's start with 工作. 工作很少.
Very little work.
And next one, 工作不少.
Quite a lot of work, or literally work not little.
That's right. And 工作不太少.
Not too little work.
And next one, 我很忙.
I am very busy.
我不忙.
I'm not busy.
我不太忙.
I'm not too busy.
And 他身体 his health, 他身体很好.
His health is very good.
他身体不好.
His health is poor or not good.
他身体不太好.
His health is not very good.
That's right. Okay, so there's a statement. That's how we do it with the adjective. Okay, and in question here, the bottom bit here, okay, you just have a subject with adjective and with 吗. Okay, for example, 汉语难吗? Is Chinese difficult? 工作多吗? Is work much? 你忙吗? Are you busy? 他身体好吗? Simply just subject with adjective and stick 吗 in the end.
So does this mean we don't use the modifiers when we're asking a question?
You can, of course you can, but the tone becomes different. For example, okay, let's stick 不 here. 汉语不难吗? It sounds like, isn't it difficult? Are you sure?
Oh, so you're challenging someone.
Sounds more like it, yes. 汉语不难吗? Okay, let's have 很 here. 工作很多吗?
So that would be, you have much work?
Yeah, well, don't say that. It sounds like that. Okay, let's have another example. 你不太忙吗? You are not too busy? Yeah, the kind of tone, you are not too busy?
So it's the challenging tone, the questioning
Exactly.
what the speaker has just said.
If you have the modifiers, it sounds more challenging. The tone is different. Okay, so this is the end of this lesson.
Okay, we recommend that you have a listen to the MP3 files, which you'll find on the resources page. And we'd also recommend that you give a listen to the pinyin files as well if you haven't done so already. They'll help you with your pronunciation, especially the tones.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so do practice with the pinyin and MP3. Okay, will help you to get the feel of the language. Okay.
Now it's time for us to say 再见.
再见. Have fun.